What is a status certificate and why should I care about it? This is Nicole Forrester, real estate broker with eXp. I'm here today to talk to you about status certificates and who should care about it. Number one, who should care about a status certificate? If you are buying or selling a condominium, apartment, or a townhouse, you should care about a status certificate. Also, if you're a new realtor, new to the business, you're going to want to watch this video so you know how to help your clients with the status certificate. What is the status certificate? A status certificate is a document the homeowner orders from the property manager. So it is a snapshot of a particular period of time, and it outlines a number of important operational factors that helps a new buyer and their counsel, the lawyer. It gives them key information about the financial health of the condo that you're buying into or you are attempting to sell. Now, who advises on a status certificate? That's going to be your lawyer. So why the heck am I, a realtor, making this video? Because there are so many people who don't have an understanding of what they're even looking for in a status certificate. Yes, the lawyer will advise you on that, but I'm just going to outline in a general way why it's important for you to care about the status certificate and what you're going to be asking or discussing with the lawyer about the status certificate. What parts of the status certificate should you care about? So just to go over the basics of a condo again for you, remember a condo, you have an individual ownership of a unit, and then you pay a proportional fee based on how big your unit is into taking care of the common elements on a monthly basis. You're paying that fee. It's going into the condo reserve fund. And that is something that is looked at in the status certificate. What are we doing with this pooled money as a condo board? So some of those shared elements, remember, are going to be elevators and underground parking or pools and gyms. In a townhouse structure, it's probably going to be your playgrounds and the little street that the complex is on, as well as could be roofs, windows, and doors in a townhouse. So key factors you're going to look for in the status cert and discuss with your lawyer. Are the maintenance fees up to date on the specific unit? So if you're buying a certain unit, number 12 on ABC Street, you want to make sure that the unit holders, the owners of unit 12, have their maintenance fee, their monthly maintenance fee up to date so that you're not left with a backlog bill to pay once you take ownership. Another thing you're looking for in the status certificate, are there any plans in the near future to increase the maintenance fee? This document, the status certificate, is going to tell you if they're planning next year to increase their fees, their monthly fees. Are there any lawsuits against the condo board? Someone's fallen in the lobby of the building and is now suing the condo board for $1 million+. You might want to know if there's 5 of those happening at the condo corporation or if there are none, because what that is going to do is it may eat into the reserve fund if any of those lawsuits come to a conclusion that there is liability and the condo has to pay. How much money is actually in the reserve fund? This is something lawyers look at to determine the financial health of the building. You know, if this is a super old building, you're going to want to make sure that there's plenty of money in the reserve fund to deal with things like elevators, windows, exterior of buildings going or underground parking. As a rule of thumb, in the Toronto area, in a condo apartment, lawyers are looking for at least $1 million in the reserve fund, as a rule of thumb. Any special assessments? So what is a special assessment? When there's not enough money in your reserve fund, which is the pooled money, monthly money from all the unit holders, when there's not enough money in that reserve fund to do the windows for the entire condo, they're going to do what's called a special assessment. That is by saying, okay, it's going to cost us $1 million to replace this, and we're going to divide that by each unit holder, and charge them the bill. So sometimes people can have a $7,000 bill, a $5,000 special assessment if they are doing windows or exteriors or balconies on condo apartments. As a new homeowner, you're going to want to know if there is a special assessment on that condominium, townhome, or condo apartment, because really it negatively affects the value of the property. So as a seller, you are going to want to pay that out most likely, so that it's an incentive for a buyer to come in and not have to pay that special assessment. And as a buyer, you're going to want to make sure that there isn't one coming up. And if there is, that you've anticipated it in your purchase. Something else you're going to want to look at, and this comes up all the time, are pet restrictions. That's in the bylaws of the condo corporation. Am I allowed to have my giant Rottweiler there? Am I allowed to have an iguana or a Chihuahua? There are lots of pet restrictions that go on in condo corporations and condo apartments and townhomes. So something that you want to definitely take a look at as a buyer is, can my pet come with me to my new home? You know, if you have a 100-pound dog, sometimes there are restrictions in condo apartments that you have a dog that could be carried through the lobby or less than 15 pounds. These are the things that you're definitely going to want to talk to your lawyer about, spelled out in the bylaws, which comes in the status certificate. So you can see that this is definitely an important document. It's a time-sensitive document as well. So when you're ordering a status certificate as a seller, keep in mind it goes stale after about 30 days and you will have to order a new one. So timing is key when you are a seller and you're ordering that status certificate for a sale. If you have any questions about buying or selling your condominium apartment or townhome, feel free to reach out to me at 416-909-2389 and I'd be happy to go over some of the specific areas of the status certificate that I think may interest you.